Hi, I'm Rohan Jawala, an advocate for social justice. I want to engage you on my perspective on inclusion. Before moving on, please respond to the following questions. Do you believe we can have a fully inclusive education system? Currently, my institution demonstrates a high level of inclusive practice. Completing a course on inclusion will allow me to become an inclusive educator. Inclusion can be measured using rubrics and other methods. Inclusive education requires equal opportunities. However, the following scandal reveal how unequal our education system is. When wealthy individuals use their wealth to gain access for their children. This is an interesting situation, and I recommend that if you're not aware of the story, please read about the scandal. Education leads to freedom to think critically, enhance equality in our society, improves justice, enhance dignity in our society, improves lifetime outcomes. It also helps human sustainability. Regardless of these benefits, many countries have not been able to invest adequately to provide for all groups in the population, and that is in relation to equal opportunities. Education needs access to all participants within the curriculum, consideration for the dignity of the learner and diversity of the learner, respecting each student's social and cultural background, the identification and removal of barriers that can reduce success, implementation of policies to include those who are marginalized, excluded, or underachieving, giving attention to learners and their religious beliefs or personal preferences, thus limiting bias for the mission of inclusivity. In summary, inclusive education takes place when there is education without disability discrimination, sexual discrimination, and racial discrimination. The United Kingdom started its quest for inclusive education 2 decades ago. Within their inclusive framework, there are education laws that address discrimination based on sex, race, gender, assignment or reassignment, pregnancy, maternity, religion, beliefs, and disabilities. Both students and employees are protected under these laws. Schools and universities should be leaders in establishing these conceptual frameworks for supporting students and employees within their institution. The reality is, inclusion is the right thing to do. Despite decades of calls for inclusivity, no country has yet succeeded in constructing a school system that lives up to the ideal of the intentions of inclusion. Inclusion does not reside on a piece of paper, but is demonstrated in practice. Inclusive education requires a change in school funding, school curriculum, radical overhaul of teacher training, policy change, early intervention to break the cycle of exclusion in various communities. Inclusion requires purposeful change. In other words, attending a course or using a template to develop a lesson will not make you an inclusive instructor or teacher or administrator. Inclusion requires purposeful reflection on action and does not include tick box activities, but must be an approach for improving the lives of others and improving the lives of those who are disenfranchised. Inclusion requires a personal change in behavior and cannot be hidden. Inclusion requires all of us to look in the mirror and make that inclusive change. Once again, thanks for viewing this short presentation.